Hi, and welcome to Mormon Vegetarian Recipes. I'm your host, Byron Elton, and today we're going to make one of my favorite vegan recipes, gingered tofu, a very versatile dish, and you can use it in all kinds of recipes. This recipe comes right out of the Real Food Daily Cookbook by Ann Gentry. She owns the Real Food Daily restaurants in Los Angeles. There's a location in Santa Monica where we go, and in West Hollywood. If you're ever in Los Angeles, be sure you go to the restaurant. You can buy the cookbook there, or you can buy it on Amazon. I buy them and give them as gifts. I take them down to Kinko's and have them spiral bound so they lie flat. It's on page 100. The ingredients that you're going to need for this are tofu. Now I recommend you buy the organic tofu as fresh as you possibly can. You're going to need fresh ginger and fresh garlic, which you can get at any grocery store. The other ingredients are brown rice vinegar. Now these ingredients you're going to have a little harder time finding at a Vons or a Safeway, so I recommend you go to a Whole Foods or any health food grocery store will have these. Brown rice vinegar, toasted sesame oil, gives it a beautiful nutty flavor, and tamari, I get the organic, and of course canola oil. Now these are the ingredients that you're going to need for gingered tofu. So the first thing you need to do is prepare your tofu. Some people like to freeze it. I don't like to because I think it gives it kind of a funny texture. But slice your tofu up, put it on a paper towel, and drain it. I also like to put it in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. It kind of firms it out. But you place it between two paper towels, put something heavy on top, let it soak up for a while, change the towels out 2 or 3 times, and then you'll be ready to go. Okay, we're ready to make the marinade. First thing we're going to do is take the tamari that we have, put that in. Now we've got the toasted sesame oil. We're going to put that in there. Gives it a beautiful nutty flavor. This is the brown rice vinegar. Again, you're going to have to go to a health food grocery store for something like that. This is the chopped garlic. Put that in there. And then the fresh minced ginger. And I actually should say minced garlic. Don't worry, it calls for a tablespoon. I actually end up putting a little bit more in there. Don't worry about putting too much in there because this is the marinade. Again, this isn't going to be something inside the tofu. Now with that prepared, you're going to put your tofu in there, get it all nice and soaked up. Just let it kind of rest for a while. And I'm going to show you how to transfer it to the container. Okay, we're going to pour about half the marinade into a container. Then you'll take the tofu, place it in there. You're going to put the rest of it on top here in a minute. I use kind of a Tupperware that can seal. Actually, Ann recommends putting it back into the containers that the tofu came in. Take the rest of the marinade, pour it over top. Beautiful, all that garlic and ginger and tamari and brown rice vinegar. Should mention too that there's a tablespoon of canola oil that goes in this as well. I'm not sure I showed you that, but make sure you put a tablespoon of canola oil in there. So now you got your tofu in a container with the marinade. Seal it up. Again, I use the Tupperware. Now, the reason I like to do this with the seal, kind of burp it a little bit. Now you want to refrigerate this for at least 4 hours, and you can do it up to a day. Now when I leave it in there, and I leave it in there for usually about a day, but every 4 hours or so, I'll turn it. Let it kind of sit like that, come back, turn it again, and you get a beautiful. The nice thing about tofu is, while by itself it doesn't have any flavor, when it's marinated, it takes on all the flavors of what you've marinated it with, and it's a beautiful, beautiful taste. So we're going to go put this in the fridge and then show you when we get back. Okay, well we've marinated our tofu, and we're ready to cook it now. Don't be alarmed that I'm wearing different clothes. I actually let the tofu marinate overnight. So here it is, and it looks beautiful. First thing we're going to do is oil a heavy rim pan with canola oil. Now I've got some canola spray here. Normally Linda likes me to put down some tin foil, some aluminum foil, but we don't have any. So we're going to do this. You preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Place these on there. Ooh, it just smells great. And that tofu's been soaking up all the juices. Looks fantastic. You're going to cook it for 10 minutes on each side. Now Linda likes it a little bit more than that, so sometimes we do 15 minutes on each side. Play around, let's see what you think. So we're going to put this in our oven. 10 minutes. Turn it over, 10 minutes later. Check with you in 20 minutes. Okay, let's see how our ginger tofu came out. We've had it in the oven for 10 minutes and then turned it over and cooked it another 10 minutes. And there you go. Nice texture. It's got a beautiful ginger garlic taste to it. Very versatile. You can use it in wraps, or we like to use it in with buckwheat noodles, peanut sauce, and black beans. It's just fabulous. So for this recipe and others, visit us at mormonvegetarian.com or email me at mormonvegetarian@gmail.com. Thanks for cooking with us tonight.